He came out of the ghetto. He came out of the slum. You used to call him dirty nigger. You used to call him a bum. Couldn't be seen with your daughter. Could I never play with your son? Pride and dignity, his only ammunition. He rose from the slum without a gun. Enough salutation. Youth man, ride on now. Enough salutation. Youth man, ride on. Enough salutation. Youth man, ride on now. Enough salutation. Youth man, ride on. Now he's the talk of the town. Everyone a come and gather round. The social climbers and the hypocrites no longer tearing him down. All he had was ambition. His vision took him on a mission. Pride and dignity, his only ammunition. He rose from the slum without a gun. Enough salutation. Youth man, ride on now. Enough salutation. Youth man, ride on. Enough salutation. Youth man, ride on it. Just a little piece of enough salutation.
All
Yes.
right. Respect, sir.
Awesome,
Respect, respect.
awesome, awesome. Okay, welcome to From All Angles, the talk show with a difference. As you can see, this is definitely, truly the talk show with a difference. I know you're wondering, okay, where are we? So that was Mr. Festival himself, Roy Rayon, started us off on a different angle today. And this is your host, Dr. Ingrid Reed. Joining me is one of our co-hosts, Bishop Dr. Everett Ainsley. Unfortunately, Minister Answer, our other co-host, is unable to be with us today. And as you can see, starting us off is our very, very special guest. And this is part three of the interview with Mr. Festival himself, Roy Rayon. Good evening, Bishop Ainsley. Good
Good
evening,
evening.
Roy.
Good
Good,
evening.
eve-
What
good
a
evening.
start.
Good evening. Good
Yes,
evening.
yes.
What a
Excited.
start.
Yes.
This is so
There's,
exciting.
there's,
Awesome.
there's another verse, but they can go on YouTube and go and listen to it.
They can go. And what's the name of the
Mhm.
song?
Enough salutation.
Enough Salutation. You
Okay.
hear that, guys? Enough
Mhm.
Salutation from Roy Rayon, and you can find that on YouTube, right? I mean, the songs are awesome. Listen, as we have been hearing, that Roy is Mr. Festival himself. Yes, I think maybe Eric Donaldson won this the festival more times than you, Roy, right?
Yeah, yeah, about seven, and I think if I'm getting the information right, I get a little hint. He might be in it this year, but
Are you
I'm not sure. I'm
serious?
not sure. I
Oh,
know
really?
Fab Five is in it this year. Yes, Fab Five.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
Fab Five
Okay,
have a song in
awesome.
it. Um,
Mm,
I Octane.
mm,
Yes, you
okay.
have some Father Reese. You have a couple of yes, and
Couple of the old veterans, they're in the
no,
festival
no,
this
well,
year.
not no, yeah, and you have somewhat of what you would call the popular, other persons there. So it should be interesting.
It should
Should
be
be interesting.
interested. Okay, but guys, you hear it, all right? And you will be hearing a little bit more from Roy, as we go along. But just to start us off, we did promise that we're going to go down memory lane for this part three, right, of our interview with Roy Rayon. And like you heard the last time, it talks about like some of the things that happened in his past. So he's a multi-gifted, multi-talented guy. So he's not just a singer who won the festival competition in Jamaica 4 times, but he is a well-rounded person, as someone that has done a lot in the community, and we've heard a lot in the last interview. Now we're going to be talking a little, Roy, about your background in the sense that where you're coming from. You have struggles. Sometimes people see us, Bishop Ainsley,
Mm.
they look at us and we look nice and we have the most beautiful smile, we dress nice, we smell nice, and everything is so nice about us. But the thing is, and we've accomplished a lot, the thing
Yes.
is what they don't know is that what we have to go through to reach where we are today.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, Roy, can you just tell us a little about uh, where you have been, where you came from in terms of struggles? You know, we heard a lot. We want our viewers to get a
Okay,
little taste of
okay.
Remember,
it as well.
remember the
I'm going to
five
give it.
dollar.
I'm going to give you
Yes.
this one. I'm going to give you this one. Um, I hear some people say it, and once I used to say it, and I said, "But no, Raya follow people because I don't really say go." People used to say, "I didn't realize that I was poor." I knew I was poor,
Mm.
but it was not thrown in my face, if you understand.
Right.
So I knew I was poor. And I'm going to tell you some of the reasons why. I noticed that probably like when there are some trips that kids would go on, I didn't go on it. And it's because my mother couldn't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
That's school. I and you realize that you get some clothes and you're going to get some hand-me-downs. Yeah, and you see your life funny. People who know a hand-me-down know a hand-me-down know is now a business.
Mm.
Right? You know?
Yes. Yes.
And I would and when you get a pants, a new pants, you talk is Christmas. You know,
Mm.
I must tell you something also that as much as my father was not around, it felt that if he was around. He left Jamaica when I was 3, so you could say basically I didn't know the man, right? But we actually became great friends years after that, you know. And but what the things my mother would say about him, even though they weren't together and all of that, and every Christmas, every Easter, there would be at least 3 times a year. If you not get nothing, you're getting a little package. So these are some of the things I picked up. But I must tell you, in Westmoreland, I remember I said I left Kingston before I was 16, before my 16th birthday. Yet my mother moved at about more than 16 places. She lived, and some of the places where, listen to me now, some of the places she lived at some of the places for 6 years, some for 2 years, some for 3 years. So can you imagine that some places she lived for like a month?
Mm.
But yeah, we moved and we moved and we moved and we moved because I must show off and my mom for you. My mom in Westmoreland and in Sab, if you didn't know my mother and you go to Sab and say, I want to find one lady who will ride bicycle. Listen now, she's riding the bicycle.
Mm.
She have something on one hand on one handle, one on the other handle. She will have something on that's it on, hole in the middle, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
She'll have something on the carrier. She'll have something on her head. What is on her head? She's not holding it. And she's riding for like 3, 4, 5 miles. And
Mm.
that that is how awesome she was and the hard worker she was. And by the way, she is still alive and she'll be 88 in December. Miss Dab.
Wow, wow, wow. But I want to piggyback on something I said. So you know what it means to be hungry then?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
Mm.
man. But you see what happened, you remember, you see the beauty about country life. The beauty
Mm.
about country life. Where I lived, a lot of you would either have mango somewhere, a
Mm.
cane piece somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's Westmoreland is talking about
Yes,
it,
yes, yes.
So
I'm familiar with
therefore,
yes. Mm-hmm.
you would survive. I remember I went on the Land Isle Bridge one day with a hook, when you know what I used to make the hook, the
Mm.
latch pin
Mm.
and a fish line, and
Mm-hmm.
fish the fish they would be about probably not big, probably about a quarter pound, half
Quarter
pound the
pound.
most, but most
Mm.
of them probably about quarter pound. And the same thing we call African perch now,
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I went home with about 3, 4 dozen liquor fish, and and it was
Mm.
it was part of the experience. But you go, I say, but the other side, the beauty about it, you notice and you know you're hungry as well.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that whatever happened, your mother going whatever time of night or day she going to come home something you're going you will get something to eat. But there have been times when
Mm-hmm.
hungry touch.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Wow. We
Wow.
know what that is like, right? I
Oh
mean,
yes. Oh
seriously.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. And it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. But, Roy, tell us a little about our viewers never heard that part. When you talk about you used to sleep here, you used to
I
sleep
was
here.
about to say that in the car.
Okay,
Yes.
all
Tell
right.
us a little about
Okay.
that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a song that I did called Dusk to Dawn Curfew.
Mm,
And I don't know if you remember when I told you about going to Marvelly
Yes, I
and
remember.
this and the night when I went and the night
The
and
final.
there's
Yes.
a line in the song. I remember this man Joe and Miss Dar, they were together, and he said one that the whole that line came in the song. One night
Mm-hmm.
he said the police came there and wake up him and the wife and said to them, say, where where the ganja and the gun there. And he said he turned and said to them, said, sit them on the bed there. He was pointing to because they had about 8 or 9 children. He was pointing to them. So if you will allow me just before I get to that conversation,
Mm-hmm.
I would and tell you something. I would like to quickly just share a little bit of this with you. And
Go ahead, man.
say you're working now, say you're working now on a graveyard shift. Say you're working now, you're working on a graveyard shift. What's your identity? You're working on a graveyard shift. Your title is poverty. Guns are barking, people are dying. Find a solution. Stop the criticizing. Stop the criticizing. Stop the criticizing. I gave no joke, so why are you laughing? Give me some action. Stop all your talking. Stop your lover.
All right now.
Stop lover. Dust to dawn curfew. Is a raising hell now. Dust to dawn curfew. Have my people in a spell now. Dust to dawn curfew, yeah. Is a raising hell now. Dust to dawn curfew. Have my people in a spell. You're working on a graveyard shift. What's your identity? You're working on a graveyard shift. Your title is poverty now. Me jump on a corner with me daughter. Door keep down, oh Lord, I put her on. Lord, I put her on down. Lord, I put her on. Knees them a shake me bar the water. Don't hold no knife yet, them asking for gun. What me I go do now? Where me I go come? Dust to dawn curfew, yeah. Dust to dawn curfew.
all right.
All right.
Many of us has experienced that in Jamaica.
Mm.
And when the guy said he don't own a knife, yet them asking for gun. That was not necessarily my story, but that was the story of the gentleman. So but
Wow.
say you're writing and you say, but and that is the art sometimes of writing, because when I heard that story, that was like when I wrote the song, it was like probably 20 years after he told me that.
Right.
But
Mm.
I must say to you that at at drama school, let us start with the drama school. I can piggyback, but or should probably go to Jacksonville, because when I came to Kingston, I went to Jacksonville, and I lived with my brother for a while, for about over a year, and then there was some disagreement in he was involved in an organization that wasn't really into reggae music as such. And one morning he said to me that, as a matter of fact, is the late Bob Andy and Bobby Ellis. They used to have a thing at Tor Street. Can't forget it. It's called Caribbean Copyright Organization. So I am just getting into music, so I'm trying to learn everything. And my brother said to me, say, if you come out of the house today, nobody come back to my yard. Well, it's the worst thing he could have said to me, or the bit because pride. So you know what I did? The little brown bag when I pinch from my mother when I was coming to town. I just packed my things, put it in the bag. And for about a year after that, it was I slept in old car. As a matter of fact, I was sleeping, he must be wanting to hear it. I did not understand why this particular family didn't really rush me while I was was kind of kind to me. I say, not 100%, but a little kind to me,
Right.
in Jacksonville. And when it's years after that, I discovered that the gentleman, the father, was actually the father of one of my cousins.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. You understand? Years, so I said, no, I know what the story is, so that was that. So I used to sleep in that old car. But and then I ended up sleeping in old house. I remember once I was trying to look work and I had my suitcase and all of that. And I left it under an ackee tree, and the owner for it, Reginald Akins, saw it, and he didn't throw it away. He took it to the police, and when they told the police who it belonged to, I went to the police, and he was a decent guy. He wrote a letter, say, young man, boy, you want obviously to try to get a work, and he wrote a recommendation for me. What is ironic is that my great grandfather actually, I didn't know this, actually worked for Reginald Aiken when he left, when he went to Cuba, came back to Jamaica, and he went to Jacksonville. That is how my aunt ended up at Jacksonville, and that is how that guy and he became my became my cousin's father, because my aunt was the first one who went to Jacksonville. And the story was that was my mother who was supposed to go to Jacksonville first. What my grandfather then said, no, sir, my mother is the first child in the union, so she's not going anywhere. She So
But
in Jacksonville, I slept. And not only that, I can't forget a lady named Miss Dara. I must tell you, there were times when hungry, and I don't know if it was for the poor or whatever, but there were some things where at time, because she had a shop, she actually had a shop, but she would have some food that she would give to the people who would need it. And many days I go and get a little cheese pan and go to the bush and find somewhere like light some fire. And so sometimes it's just the flour alone you have, and sometimes not even the salt. But guess what happens? You're eating something.
wow. But right, I want to ask you this too. What's one thing you wish you had known when you began your career?
Whoa, you know, um, okay, there are some things that you say you change, but what I would have loved to do, the attitude of focusing on my publishing, the performing rights, and all of that. I have people doing that. And Mark,
Okay.
that's not actually a skill. But
Right.
I wish I had, but you can't do everything. But there are times when I say, it's a pity that I did not focus a little more,
Or on
a
that
little
side,
more.
on that side of the
But
career.
generally, in life, there, there are some things that I think sometimes it's your destiny, and sometimes you make your destiny, and it didn't work. So you just you work as best with it, best as you can. There are not too much regrets. There are some things that probably I would have done it different, but
Differently, right.
probably guess what happened.
Mm.
Tomorrow it might happen again, and I do it the same way, because that's in me. Like I'm one of those persons. I am going to I will tell you, for instance, I'm doing the Christmas street,
Right.
and every year at the end of the Christmas street, I am broke because you plan to
Mm-hmm.
get a certain amount of funding,
Right.
and it don't happen. And 2 or 3 days before you realize,
Not gonna happen.
there are some things is not going, and you want the tree to happen. So you start digging into your resources, and you say, well, on there,
Mm-hmm.
I want me to go to January, but it normally pans out. So
Yes.
there are some things you say you won't do, but you get up, and that's the waste. That's community. So you won't get that out. You won't get that out of me. So I am
Right.
not
Right.
sorry that I do some of the things I do.
Okay,
Mm.
that's
There's
that's
some there.
awesome.
Yes. There's some. I mean, the time is so short, but I wanted maybe for us also to look at the four festival songs, and if you could give us a little piece of those four songs,
Okay, okay,
Let's
okay.
take a minute.
Well,
Let's take a
that
few
yes,
seconds and
yes,
catch up.
yes,
that's okay.
Catch up.
That okay. And let me just give you a quick thing. Okay. The first winner. The
yes,
first winner. The first winner was actually Love Fever. Love Fever.
right,
And it is, whoa, I say me heart. I
yeah.
say me heart. I say me heart. Say me heart. Say me heart. Oh, I have got this feeling.
Feeling,
I'm very irate feeling.
feeling,
And when I get this feeling, I know something is in the air.
yeah.
I know fever is everywhere. Oh, nobody with the nerves. Nobody with the that. Fever reach epidemic. And you go to, whoa,
Yes,
oh, and
yes.
then now, and
Hmm.
then in
Yeah.
1987, I must tell you,
25.
1987, when this song played in arena, some people actually ran out of the arena because the arena, it is made for the anything like earthquake shocks and all that. So
Right,
the so the
yes.
so the balcony actually
Hmm.
bounces, and
Right.
the amount of people that was on the balcony were jumping, and Peter Scarlett actually saw little particles dropping down, and he
Mm.
went outside. So now let us give thanks and praise to the Father for guiding us
Yes.
through. This is 59 years of independence. So
Yes,
give
yes.
praises, we are still alive. Though the
Mm.
roads are rocky and the hills were steep, still we survive.
Yes, I.
Faith and trust in the Father, He's
Mm.
keeping us alive. So give thanks and praises,
Traces.
we are still alive.
Yes.
Oh, good and how pleasant it is that
Mm.
we can live in harmony, that all races, color, and creed
Hmm.
can live
Mm.
in peace and unity. And you go on to put your hand in the air and
Yeah,
praise Him.
praise.
And praise Him. And
Yes.
then now in
Mm.
1991,
Yes.
we say, which one was that?
I don't
Me
remember
glad
that.
say me mother make me understand me fi turn me hand and make fashion. For later when the rough times start to sting, we have to remember what times in thing.
Yes.
Deregulation,
Relation. Oh,
start
yes.
of the celebration.
Relation.
Oh, and celebration.
Relation.
We are
Yeah.
proud Jamaican.
Jamaican.
When this time of year come, don't
Yes.
care if the money done.
Mm.
Join the celebration in
Yeah.
our little island.
Island. Hey.
Everybody come rock, make we have a
So,
little party.
hey.
And then it was for a long while, and in 2008,
Yes.
I wrote a song said, the massive a come down.
Yes.
Get your
Yes.
hype, the
Yeah.
massive a
Massive
come
come
down.
down.
Feel the vibe, the massive a come down.
I
Down
remember
the
it. Yes.
road, the massive a come down there. The
Yes.
massive a
River
come
come
down.
down.
Inna the sun, the massive a
Massive
come down.
come down.
Inna the rain, the massive a come down. Down the
Yes.
lane, the massive a come down there. So
Mm.
rise and shine, my people, rise and
Rise and
shine.
shine.
This is Festival 2000 and love. Show
Yes.
some love, Jamaica, show some love. This is Festival 2000 and great. Hear me now. We work
Mm.
all day, now it's time to play. Fun all the way, no time for lay. Come with the rag, bring out your flag,
Hey.
and sing and dance.
Oh my
Wow.
God, Ron, this
Awesome.
is
Awesome.
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 Listen, this
Awesome.
is awesome.
Yes.
Purely awesome, Roy. And
Yes.
let me tell you this. You are just Jamaica's darling. I know that you have other folks that has won, the competitions even more times, like Eric Donaldson than you. And so,
And
but
Stan Stanley and the astronauts also did they had have about 4 or 5 as well, yeah.
Yes, yeah, but
Yes,
the
yes.
thing about it is your songs resonate more than the other songs. I love the one that I think it's Eric Donaldson did about Jamaica.
No,
Um, uh,
land of my birth.
yeah,
This is
this
the
is the
land
Well,
of
land
my
of
birth.
my birth.
it is the same guy, the same person who wrote Sweet Jamaica, Winston Wallace. He
Yeah,
wrote Sweet Jamaica,
so
the back to back and Land of My Birth. It is the
yeah,
same person.
Okay.
But I must tell
right.
you,
So that's
quickly,
awesome.
just give you a history. Just give you a history. Sweet Jamaica, Land of My Birth,
Mhm,
Love Fever,
Mm-hmm.
Give Thanks and Praises, Come Rock,
Mm-hmm.
Rise and Shine.
mhm.
Um, all of those songs have one thing in common:
The writer.
the
Right there.
same arranger,
Mm.
and also
Okay.
the which is Grub Cooper.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
wow,
Wow.
that's awesome. Listen, every time I look at this, I'm like, okay. So while you're going through, I'm looking at my CD, and I'm like, okay, I'm going through. But listen, songs like these is just and they're clean songs.
They
They
are.
just
They
keep
are.
you moving
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, and they are clean songs, and that's what I like about them. They are very very clean songs and stuff. But Roy, listen, you are Jamaica's darling when it comes to music. Not just festival, but when it comes to music. And at your age, you're still going in songs, and you're still kind of
I,
entertaining
I think Bishop,
folks
I
and
think she
stuff.
called me
So
old, she said at my age.
That's your yes.
I
well,
was,
well,
yes,
listen,
yes,
You will
age
accept
is
that.
on
You're
Sunday,
60.
it was 62.
62.
you
Okay.
Yeah.
62 on Sunday.
Oh, it's too
But
off.
listen,
Okay.
I can't sing, but I did serenaded him. Didn't you get my serenade? I did serenaded him for his birthday. Yes,
Okay.
I did serenaded him with my
Happy
happy birthday.
belated, sir. Happy belated, may I say.
Thank you
Yes,
very much.
yes. So that's
Yes.
awesome.
How,
Happy
how much
belated birthday.
how
Yeah.
much time do we have here now?
We just have like a minute or just a minute. Like literally just a minute.
Because I
You want
want
to
him just
end us off with a song, Roy?
no,
Just end us off with
I
something.
want him first before I do that. I wanted him to let people know where they can get in touch
Get the
with him to
music.
music
Yes, and
and
get your
so forth,
music
and
and stuff. Yeah.
you know.
Well, whoa, okay, there are some links that I should have in my head that I don't have in my head. But if they, I am the easiest person to find. Google, Facebook,
Mm.
the link that has that that it's not just Amazon. The other particular link that I wanted to tell that it's
Not
slightly
coming out. It's all right.
it's slightly out of my head now.
It's okay.
But I can be found. I just wanted to we are in Jamaica.
Mhm.
We are
Mm-hmm.
in Jamaica, and um and I actually wrote the song for Jamaica. So I
Okay.
think it would be it's a beautiful song.
Oh
It's
yes.
That's all right.
Yes.
all of that you see in there now is actually some part of Portland. That
Mhm.
there is Charlestown.
Mhm.
That's
Okay.
Bruno Louis.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the video was produced and arranged and edited and shot by Rayon, most of it.
All right. No.
Awesome. Yes.
Congratulations. Well
Yes.
done.
Congrats. Yes. Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Welcome to paradise. Left my home for a foreign land. Came back because I had a plan. She welcomed me with open arms. Smiled at me using all her charm. She said,
Welcome back to paradise.
she said,
Glad you came back home, my friend.
she said,
Welcome back to paradise. Hand in hand, we're gonna make it right.
oh yeah. Welcome back to paradise. Glad you came back home, my
Yes,
friend.
and we know the show is over. So what we can do is again you can tell them They go YouTube, they go, and they will find
Yeah,
the song.
I was scared at just getting down, Bishop. I was like,
Yes.
okay, but
Well,
Yes.
I try to keep
I
my
like it.
composure. Yeah, I
I
try to
like it.
keep my composure. I
I,
saw,
I, I must
yeah, it's,
I
I know
must
I
give you a
saw that
classic.
earlier.
Mhm.
I must give you a classic with that. We left it was a Heroes Day. We left and we went to Portland. We're heading to Portland. And part where you see me jump up behind the rock is a
Mm.
part of not Reach Falls, is what is down the river. So
Oh.
we went there. And for years I didn't go there. And Harry said, when I called the following man, he said, right, enough rain fall, And
Mm.
we drove around there and guess what? The two van them stuck in a mud down there. But
So
but
you went there create havoc, right?
all of that was part of all of that, it was fun. It was
That's
fun.
funny.
It was. I saw that. I was just like
Yeah,
get it
yeah.
down and
I
stuff
like
like
it.
that. So
I like it.
yeah,
It's lovely, lovely.
it's awesome. Yeah, Roy, thank you so very much. This has been a 3 awesome, wonderful week where we, kind of get down and unwind and loosen up a little bit and stuff. So, oh my gosh! But thank you so very much, Roy. Greatly appreciated, man. We love you.
And
And again, you're just Jamaica's darling when it comes to music.
thank you. And I must thank you too. But just before I go, I want to thank all the people. I can't call all the names, the people who they have contributed to me being where I'm at. And
Amen.
quickly,
Amen. Yes.
people like Blackwood Meeks, who she's the one who ended up at drama school. Margaret
Hmm.
Anns, who is the one who is, as I told you, used to give me the little stipend. I can't
Hmm.
forget those people. And
Amen.
remember,
That's
very
good.
key, I am thankful for the people who allowed me to stay at drama school, because many nights that is where we slept in the bathroom and all of those places. And
Mm.
that toughen you up.
Hmm.
That those were
Billy.
experience.
Yes. Yes.
You can't pay for them. And I'm
Hmm.
happy that
awesome.
you thought that I was worth you talking to me 3 times. And I hope that this can inspire many, and
Amen.
I give thanks.
Yeah, that's our wish and that's our hope,
Yes, yes,
based on
and
your
yeah,
life and the testimony that you share with us
yes,
and to the
yes,
viewers. We basically want to wish you all the best in your
yes,
endeavors and many blessings to come.
yes.
And thanks.
All right,
And
thank you
the
so very much,
most, the
and to our
most
viewers,
important
yes,
thing, don't be afraid to give back. Give back.
yes.
Right?
Very important.
Very important.
You don't know when how your blessing is going to come. So just keep on giving. Don't think
Yes.
about it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes, because
Yes.
the Bible says it's more blessed to give than to
Than to
receive.
receive.
So
Yes.
it's really it's a blessing to give,
Powerful.
not
Powerful.
expecting
Hmm.
anything at all in return. And at
Yes.
the end of the day, you know what, Roy? At the end of the day, the only thing that is going to last is what we do for God. The
Amen.
only thing. And for our viewers out there, if you are not yet saved, let us encourage you. I want to encourage you. Bishop want to encourage
Hmm.
you
Of
to
course.
surrender your life to God, because
Hmm.
at the end of the day, we do good, we
Oh,
do bad.
Jesus.
The only thing that
Yes.
is going to last is what we do for God. All right.
Mm.
Thank you so much. This has been very, very interesting. And as you can see, we are the talk show with a difference. Again, thank you so much for joining us from all angles. The
Mm.
talk show with a
With a
difference. Thank you
difference.
so very much.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you. Blessings.